crash and burn.
Hey everyone, so tonight I want to discuss Body Count's first record. This is their self-titled album that came out, I think, when I was in grade 6. It was around 1991. This was, I think 1991 was the same year that Ice-T, who is the frontman and vocalist from Body Count, had released his fourth record, which was OG Original Gangster, and that is technically where his metal band, Body Count, made their sort of, you know, international debut. On the track, Body Count, that is what a welcome surprise, too. As far as Ice-T's career is concerned, I got into him after seeing Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater. I ended up getting a copy of his second record, Power, from the local library. I was up at the library and I'm like, oh, this Ice-T guy's kind of cool. Hey, girls, let's get butt naked and fuck. It was in that movie, you know, Pump Up the Volume. And I was just going through like the library's music collection and there Ice-T Power was. And I'm like, whoa, fuck. And that Girls, Let's Get Butt Naked and Fuck was on there. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. It like ties into the movie and I was so into Christian Slater. So I borrowed the record and God Power was amazing. Fucking Drama's on there and I'm Your Pusher's on there. So from that point forward, I started paying more and more attention to Ice-T. After this, of course, after Power, he would release Iceberg, Freedom of Speech, Just Watch What You Say. And of course, that record opened up with some dude giving some speech about, you know, how shut up, relax, everything is done for you, and all this creepy shit about the government taking over. And of course, at this point, I had no idea that that guy who opens up that record is actually Jello Biafra from the Dead Kennedys. I was too young and I wouldn't get into the Kennedys for a few more years from this point forward. But yeah, nonetheless, then Ice-T would release his like fucking best record from his early era, and that is OG, Original Gangster, with like The House is on there, The Killing Fields is on there, fucking Pulse of the Rhyme's on there, Midnight's on there, fuck OG Original Gangster's on there, Lifestyles of the Rich and Infamous, The House, The Tower, fuck Ziploc. This record was that record, not this record. OG was a fucking badass album. And so, you know, of course, it's a straight hip hop. And then all of a sudden, there's a spoken word bit before the track Body Count kicks in. And he's like talking about like how he's always been into rock music and all this shit. And I couldn't really understand what was going on. And then all of a sudden this fucking like this blazing like metal song circa 1991 kicks in. And it's like the chorus was so badass with the like, tell us what to do. Fuck you. Tell us what to do. Yeah, fuck you. And it was like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Don't fucking tell me what to do. I'm a man. I'm in fucking grade 6. I know what I'm doing. Fuck you. Of course, I was an idiot and I didn't know anything, but nonetheless, that was a big deal for a hip-hop record to suddenly introduce a metal track. Fuck, that was just like amazing. And considering that I was so into metal at this point, it was like faded. This is the way it was supposed to be. So yeah, so I don't know how I got a hold of Body Count's first record, but I know that the copy that I got my hands on was actually one of the first ones released that had, wait, gotta be careful here, no one's, Cop Killer. Ooh, fuck. Hands off, dude. Whoa, that fucking song. That lit the political world on fire back then, okay? Jesus Christ, did Ice-T put himself in the fucking spotlight for every conservative piece of shit in the world to climb all over him for writing a song about killing cops. And so, yeah, the copy of the record that I had Cop Killer on it. And that was so badass because it was like, yeah, it was cool to kill the police at this point, which I couldn't disagree. Like, I couldn't disagree more with that now. But nonetheless, it was pretty badass back when I was 11. This record is amazing. This record is hard, fast. It feels ruthless. And it's so honest. Like, and it's such a surprise because Ice-T, in my opinion, or at least my 11-year-old opinion, is coming from a complete and total hip-hop pedigree. But for him to fucking nail the world of metal, like, endlessly, he's still doing Body Count today, and Body Count still fucking kicks ass. So for Ice-T, somebody who, in my 11-year-old opinion, there's no way he could have gotten this right. For him to get it so fucking right just shows how much of a, like, an overall, like, visionary and, like, musical genius that Ice-T was and is. I always felt that Ice-T didn't get enough attention. And I know that he kind of, you know, got in a lot of trouble because of his opinions and things, and he was he was a total fucking badass. And so his hip-hop career suffered somewhat. I know OG charted well. The record did do really well for him, but I still felt that Ice-T deserved a wider audience. This is all over the place. This record has KKK Bitch on it. Fucking Bowels of the Devil's on here. That song is so badass. Cop Killer, of course. And there's, what a fucking, Bowels of the Devil. The title track, Body Count, fuck it, Jesus Christ. What's my favorite song? I think KKK Bitch might be my favorite song. That or Bowels of the Devil. Those are the ones that I always tend to go back to and listen to the most from this record, especially Bowels of the Devil. This record is just so raw, and it's just so honest, and it's so real, and it feels like punk as fuck. And leave it to Ice-T to somehow pull that off completely. And the best part was this is just Body Count warming up. Their first record, like, isn't even their best record. To me, their best record is a toss-up between Born Dead or Manslaughter. And so this record was just kind of letting the world know that Ice-T and a bunch of his friends are here to fucking tear it up. Not with turntables and samples this time, but with fucking guitars. And being fucking ruthlessly metal. Talking about killing cops and shit. This record's amazing. I got so off base, I'm just going to stop. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me while I discussed Body Count's absolutely fucking killer first record from way back when. Again, I think it's around 1991, 1992. Like always, if you like this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But most importantly, don't forget that the world is a better place because you are in it. And I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe. And we will see you guys really soon.